Yo, this is a message to a lot of my Libra um, brothers and sisters, particularly men. Okay, um, I have Venus in my fifth house. I'm a Libra sun. Um, the fifth house, from my understanding, is all about relationships. It's all about beauty. It's all about love. It's all about connection. Um, as a Libra sun, and with Libra in the fifth house, I I struggle with the idea of love. You know, they say love. They say Libra is in love with being in love, and when a Libra, one thing where Libras, you know, mess themselves up at is they have a tendency to not allow themselves to get to know the individual all the way through. You know what I mean? And a lot of Libras, particularly men, they suffer deeply or get hurt because they fall head over heels in love. This is the one. And then in all reality, that's not the one. You know what I mean? Um, to a lot of my Libra brothers and sisters, man, particularly the men, you know, don't be too quick to say this is the one. Try to get to know a person before you assume, because everything that looks good is not good. You know, Libras, Libra men particularly can be superficial. You know, you may look at a woman's body or her face or skin. You may like the way she smells, but you've never really given yourself the opportunity to see what she is or who she is all about, or know her mentals, know her emotionally. You know what I mean? So kind of take the time before when you get to when you meet someone, try to get to know that person. You know what I mean? Um, me, I've had bad experiences. I've been through some relationships. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I don't blame the sign. Sometimes it could be something in the chart. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a lot more careful and a lot more thoughtful before I basically assume. You know what I mean? Sometimes it takes you falling on your face or getting hurt or getting burned too many times. You know what I mean? Um, I'm one of those Libras on the rail that I love to cook for my woman. I'm very protective. You know, they say Libras can be players, but I'm not so much on that level. You know what I mean? I'm one of these individuals on the real man that look for balance. A woman that can balance me out. You know what I mean? And I'm not the type to go to Tinder or go to some of these sites and try to look for a woman. You know what I mean? None of that. It's more like what a Libra, real Libra, is basically looking for is balance. Somebody that can balance uh, me out. Somebody that's not about just sex, but somebody on the rail that can go walk with me and keep up with me. You see what I'm saying? I'm not interested in a woman that talks loud, cuss, belligerent, have bad manners, doesn't keep herself up. One fault Libra men have is that we're attracted to beautiful women. Libra men love beautiful women. And you might be looking at a beautiful woman, but you don't know what her house is like. You might be looking at a beautiful woman, but you don't know what her mental is like. You know what I mean? And some of my past experiences I've gotten with women who have baggage. You know, women who are too reserved, too secretive. Libras can be secretive, you know what I mean? But Libra likes communication. Libra um, likes a woman to basically stimulate his mental. Libra loves quality sensuality or sex. If a Libra is not getting that, then Libra, for one, will you'll pretty much see. You know what I mean? But yeah, Libra, for one, is attracted to creativity, spontaneity, uh, artistic expression, culinary skills. You know what I mean? There's no discrimination. You know, we have a tendency to look within what the world consider ugly. A Libra for one will find beautiful because we have that aesthetic sensibility where we can look and look at the beauty exuding, you know, feeling, I should say. But to my fellow Libras, make sure you get to know that person before you say this is the one. Straight up and down. If that person does not hold you accountable, if that person doesn't balance you out, if that person doesn't call to see how you're doing, to see if you're right mentally, emotionally, sometimes physically, if that person doesn't offer you no energy or stimulate you mentally, then you got to ask yourself, you know. And as a Libra, I'm learning how to, you know, use my intuition to make decisions or rely on my intuition to make decisions. Libra, sometimes Libra for one want to be in a relationship so bad that the Libra man will accept something that's basic just to be in the company or just to have company. You know what I mean? I've learned a lot from my opposite sign, Aries. Aries is a sign that loves being alone. Aries is a self-orientated sign. Capricorn, which is the opposite of my rising sign, Cancer, is a climber. You know what I mean? Those two signs, I wouldn't say I envy, but I admire their drive and their focus. The Capricorn is a climber. The Capricorn is about structure. The Aries is about drive, determination, mental fortitude. In my 8th house, I have Aries. And in my 7th, as well as my 8th house, I have Capricorn. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm not trying to go all over the place. I'm just saying, man, you know, to a lot of you Libra men, stop rushing into relationships. Get to know a person. And I say this also to me too. Because I've experienced some bad stuff, man. You know, and I know what it's like to marry a Scorpio, and I know what it's like to marry an Aquarius. Straight up and down. Both signs are good signs, but sometimes you're no longer compatible. You know, I get along best with signs on the real that can basically keep up with me, straight up and down. And I love a woman that's clean, very energetic, um, takes care of herself, culinary skills in the kitchen, romantic, empathic, creative, somebody that respects the fact that I can create. I'm very creative and very artistic as well. Yes, very artistic. You know. So the thing about it is, I could tell you what a Libra is. I'm one of those laid back Libras, but don't get it twisted, man. They say Libras for one non-confrontational. Yes, we are, and the reason why don't like to we don't really like conflict is because when the scales tip, we become Aries, like which is the opposite sign, or which is our opposite sign, Aries. You know what I mean? And I hate to be imbalanced because it takes a long time to get balanced. But Libra, for one, wants that significant other or that person. It's not about sex with me. It's about connectivity or connection. It's about ideas. It's about helping me to build a brand, or build a business, or build a house. You know what I mean? And I hate the fact I used to like, wow, I love the fact of being in love. I'm not one of these individuals that's trying to be a player, although I've been accused of that, or my sign is accused of that, but that's not me. I don't do clubs. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I'm just a simple individual, man. That's just basically trying to express myself artistically, um, and learn how to be more nurturing. You know, the Cancer rising, I'm a nurturer. You know what I'm saying? And my Pisces, my moon is in Pisces, which makes me very, very psychic like. And I'm very sensual, very. But not to get off into other stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, to some of y'all who are Libra men, and if you have Libra in your fifth house, learn how to control your need of a relationship. Learn from the example of Aries and the example of Capricorn, and things will naturally come to you.